Hello everybody, welcome back to the next part of Resident Evil 1 HD Remaster Remake. Guess what everybody, I just pressed my timer. Can you believe it? I actually remembered. So, we are good to go here now. Alright, so the last video we got totally mauled and destroyed by like 3 dogs over and over. I think each one of them got a good chew on me. Should have had the shotgun, but I really would advise you guys, if you already have the rocket launcher here, the R137, that'd be perfect for that spot, because then you could have probably killed all 3, or at least 2 of the 3 with probably 1 hit. But, you know, still playing conservative, which I shouldn't be. It's playing conservative, I'm on easy. I am going to come out of the inventory like I always do when I'm not ready. I'm going to take the shotgun with me, and we're going to rock that a little because we've got 27 more rounds here, and I have 63 handgun bullets. So I'm going to dump this. I don't know. I'd be curious in the comments for you to tell me how you feel with this game, especially. I mean, I can understand people are going to feel different based on if you played the originals or not, if you've only played the remakes. But I don't know. I just can't. There's always something like. Something's always a little weird when I play this game. It could be totally just down to my gameplay as well, but. Like, I never can get the map really mentally memorized. I don't remember when you need specific items, per se. Like, I do remember here you need to bring the lighter. Excuse me, you need to bring the lighter with you. But it's like certain things, even as many times as I have played this, it seems like I cannot never get it in my head. Like I can other games. It's just strange. I think it also has something to do with the layout of everything, the map layout of the rooms and the mansion, and the flow of the directions and paths you take, and I guess probably the camera angles too, because you are seeing things the same way with every camera angle, but they're all set in a way where they're kind of meant to obscure your surroundings. So it's hard to kind of make a mental map, you know, of, yeah, I remember this weird camera angle. Okay, now I know which room I'm in. You know, it makes it a little difficult. I think we're good here. Lighter, shotgun, handgun. I don't want to just burn through shotgun ammo, but I'm going to equip it for the moment. And I think we're cool. We got everything in here, I'm sure. Yeah, take a sip of drink real quick. Okay. All right. It's locked. The door plate reads 001. Okay. Alright, you don't want to walk across here. I mean, for obvious reasons. The boards are split up, messed up down there. You can see something is busted through, or either from above or from below, but probably from below. So don't step over there. Go over here and look above you. I'm not playing with no spiders. It's so gross. Gross. Ugh. You done? I think he's done. Gross. That's so gross. It's like acid, blood, poisons you, of course. You don't want to be too close when you shoot them either, because they kind of have like a residual, he's dead because she's not targeting it. There's a like residual spray from what I remember, so you can get splash damage. But yeah, how creepy is that frickin' camera angle when you walk in here and it's right above you crawling down the wall. That's one of the best room camera angle setups. Hear that noise? These things can crawl walls. They're not just on the ground. Let's look around. Who's the pretty lady? No comment. He ain't gonna come over here, I don't think. But I would not be surprised if he did. Okay. Herb, in case you got your butt chewed off by that spider. I don't know what any of that is. Wine bottles. Yep. A rack full of wine bottles. They're all cheap vintages. Huh. Well, vintage is still vintage, but I guess vintage Dollar Tree chocolate is probably not very good. A red oil lamp. It's not lit. So if you looked at my series speculation, this is the thing I used for this game for you guys to try to guess before I posted any videos for the series what I was going to be playing. I used this, not this particular one, but in this area here, this room. Okay, so now we can use our lighter. A strange silhouette hovers in the reddish light. Could it have some kind of meaning? So I'm going to take a little note of this just for explanations later if necessary. So eyeball, eye, 3 lashes. Okay. There are 4. Jesus. 4 lashes. I can count. Alright. So that was so we could see the eyeball. So record player. And a leather jacket. A leather jacket, part of it has been burned by acid. Yeah, from these freaking spiders. The partition is decorated with dishes. If you look down there, you can see a shiny on the table. Oh, there's your extra spider. There's something on that table as well, and there's an herb right here. Kind of blends into the background. There's only 2 spiders in here, I believe. Arm wrestling tournament. An advertisement for an arm wrestling contest. The winner will be named chief for a day by the Raccoon Police Department. Can you go up here? Yeah, you can go up there. I think he's on this side. I know he's over there. He's on that side of the gate, so we should be good. Come on, Jill, don't you have comment on a nice butt when you see one? It's a little nicer than yours, just a touch. An orange oil lamp, it's not lit. Okay. I'm just making notes here of this. Strange silhouette hovers in the orange, so this is an eye. They're all eyes. An eye with 2 lashes, and this is orange. The nice thing about gaming, one of the nice benefits of gaming nowadays is you don't have to really use a pencil and notepad anymore. Like if you grew up on Sierra games, which you're going to hear me mention Sierra a lot, that's one of the foundations of game companies and the series they made, which I'll get into at some point on the channel. They're a foundation of my love for just games in general still these days, and definitely what pursued my interest in the adventure genre, because that's what they were. They were adventure games. And then playing Myst when it came out on Windows 95, I guess it was. But you had to take notes back on those games and then those days, unless you had a photographic memory. Could it have some kind of meaning? See how long I can let this butt be on screen for YouTube. Take a drink. So, yeah. Just being careful. Oh, there he is. You can see him. I don't want to waste ammo testing, but I wonder if you could, if you had the knife, if you could knife him through that, or if it wouldn't let you. Oh, what is that guitar? That's cool. I don't know if I ever noticed that. You can't play it. I always remembered in those Metro games, Metro 2033, Last Light, Exodus, like you can always pluck the guitars that you come across in those games, which was always cool. Yeah, pole is not something I have played in a long time. I've always said if I'm ever rich and famous or have a mansion or something, I mean, if you have a mansion, you've probably already got a pool table, or you're going to get a pool table. So, pool table is something I would definitely like. If I was rich or whatever, I'd splurge to get a nice one just because I think it's fun. Some billiard balls, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There doesn't seem to be anything significant about the order, but, well, except that the red lamp over there was red, so that definitely makes this number 3 probably go with it. And then the orange 5 is a number 5. So you got that. And then there's another lamp, at least. I don't remember what color it is, though. So we'll have to come back up here and cross-reference it. It's down there on the other side. No comments, no comments. All women posters. There's the case for the guitar. A guitar case that's empty. Yes, Jill, because it's over here on the stool. Why don't you have a comment about the actual guitar? Why do you have a comment about the case? You can't hurt me from this side, but I wonder if I could stab him with a knife. I wish I had one. Okay. He's antsy. Alright, let's go check down here. Inventory, got 3 slots. I'm going to start walking. That's shotgun. There's a book. There's a lamp over there on the right. There's shotgun on this one. There's a book over there on the long table, and there's a first aid kit in a box, I think, right there too. As long as you don't mess with this spider, I don't think he really messes with you. Now you can see the stuff better. A green. Let's light it up. Okay, so we got an eye. No lash is. It's green. I think green was 6 or 9 up there on the pull balls. Okay, so we have 3 inventory slots. Let's go look at the pull balls again before we mess with the items. Yeah, so there's a line under that one. I think that's indicating it's a 6. Yeah. So then we'll say green is number 6. If I can type it on my phone. And then I already know that's correct based on another note here. But now I have a way of kind of backwards explaining it to you so that you understand why and how and what when we actually use all that information. Is that green herb and a red? Green. If it's a green and a red, I always try to combine it just to save a slot. Okay, what does that say? Anything? Nope. Alright, so we're going to get the shotgun, which we can use. We used a couple, I think two shotgun shells on that first spider. And then we're going to walk up here slowly. He's not going to jump off. Will you take the red book? Yes. Will you take the first aid box? Yes. And then check the map. It's green. So let's get out of here. He's still over there, so we don't have to mess with him. Just don't even mess with him. Just don't piss him off. So we're done in there. We never have to go in there again. So let's go back and dump our inventory a little. Because this is what you gotta do. Combine this. Check that out in a minute. I don't think we need the lighter anymore, but I might be wrong. Let's go ahead and open that. Or not use it, but open it. Just to get it out of there. Oh yeah, this is a herb mix. It's green and blue herbs was inside. A mixture of green and blue. We still haven't got to the point yet. Well, we will here pretty soon, where we'll find out what the herb mixtures are about. I think in most all Resident Evil games, there's always some place where you like get a piece of paper or a book that tells you the colors and what they do, because they're a staple of the Resident Evil series. Alright, let's check the book. It's a book with a red cover. Bandage with blood. That's what it's called. Let's open it. It's a book with a red cover. Nothing is printed on any of the pages. Is there a special way to use it? Right, unprinted. It's a book. So you can see there's something on the spine. Can you close it? Well, I guess when you exit out, it'll close it. So it's not about anything being inside. It's about the spine of this book. And for right now, there's no, there's not going to be any, I bite my tongue on that. I don't think there's any Crimson Heads in here, in this place. There's other stuff, but you should keep the shotgun with you for sure. Don't go crazy with it, but also leave yourself room for some stuff. I tend to try to not carry heals with me and just hope I'll find something if I need it, or that I'll run across more. I just hate loading up my inventory with healing items. I'm sure I'll be carrying more whenever I play Chris. Don't know if I want to carry the lighter and fuel or not. Probably should. I don't know. I can't remember what I actually need to have right now. I'm going to put this up at the top with the crank. It's a key item. Guess I'll keep the handgun and the shotgun. And we'll continue on here. I'm not going to save yet either. Okay, so this door was locked, wasn't it? Yeah. 1001. So what you want to do here is just, you know, push this thing over and block the hole here so that you're not walking across that weird spot. And then now, because the weird spot is also, it's here too on this side, just a little further down over there towards the screen. But now you can climb and you're safe. Just have to spam the A button literally 4 times to do that whole procedure there. Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything useful. It's just a table with pictures. Open window, which is never good. No comment. Newspapers lie scattered about. They all seem to contain articles about stars. That's us. Oh, don't you want to read, you know, what the latest headlines are about you, Jill? It's another thing I want to remind people about when you're playing. Down and X makes you do a quick 180 turn. It's really just the combination of them, either or. X and down or down and X, just press them together and it does it. Or you can use the right thumbstick and flick it just any direction and it'll spin her. I always forget that I have this maneuver and I don't use it enough. I tend to just get scared and then run away and just, you know, go the other way. But if something's at you or too close, just flick it, you know, and then you're good to go the other way. A lot of games don't have quick turns, but a lot do. They can be very useful if you remember to utilize them in your gameplay.
No, that wasn't part of our deal. But it's not necessary to destroy stars. What about my family? If I play my cards right.
Excuse me. Wow, who he was talking to was more audibly understandable than I remember. That's not going to spoil nothing. But damn, that's really obvious. I don't remember it being that clear that you could hear the other person. So that's a map, which is a good thing, but don't don't take it right now. You'll soon find out why. You can, but I wouldn't advise it. Let's go see Barry.
Jill.
Barry, I heard someone talking.
Oh, you heard. I think age is starting to take its toll. Talking to myself is becoming a bad habit.
Talking to yourself? You all right? What's gotten into you?
I'm getting you worried, aren't I? But don't, I'm all right. I guess this creepy mansion has gotten to my nerves. Anyway, I think I'll go outside, get some fresh air for a change. Don't worry. I'm just going to get some fresh air. If I'm lucky, I'll get to waste some monsters along the way.
What was Jill going to say there? She's like, but Barry, I want to come and shoot monsters. She was going to say something. Yeah, Barry. I've played Revelations, both of them, the first and the second. Not when they were hot off the press, but I actually enjoyed both of them. I liked the first. That's where you get super sensual Jill. I don't know that they're going to top Jill from Revelations. She's in that wetsuit, you know. Nothing but jiggle. I didn't really like her compadre that she has in that game, her little sidekick. He's kind of annoying. And then Revelations 2, you get to play as Barry as a lead protagonist. You also get to play as Claire, which you play as in Resident Evil 2. So Claire and Barry, you know, kind of get their time to shine in Revelations. Revelations plays episodically, you know, or I think like once a section ends, you know, and you're on to the next. When you start the next part, you know, it asks you, do you want to save? And then it saves and you can continue or stop. And then when you start again, you go to episode 2 and it like shows you a short little trailer of what you did to complete the last episode, and then you're off to the next one. But it's cool. I like that series. I hope they make a Revelations 3. I think it'd be cool. So, you know, whether you're familiar or reasonably familiar or not with Resident Evil, not all of the offshoot Resident Evil games are bad. Some are. Revelations, I think, is pretty good. Old newspapers and magazines lie on top of the bed. Someone appears to have vomited blood on some of the newspapers. Lovely. Yep, looks like the blur's blood. So, okay, I thought there was something here. Plant 42 report. 4 days have passed since the accident. The plant at point 42 is growing at an amazing rate. Although there are many unknown aspects about this plant, we know that it, in comparison with the other group of plants, the T virus has had a substantially stronger effect on this one. The T virus has drastically morphed its host's anatomy as well as its size. Looking at its current state, it's difficult to imagine its original appearance. Nowhere on Earth will you find anything like it. Just one moment. Not my sound machine, my air purifier was running, and it can be picked up on the mic, so I just turned it off. Looking at its current state, it's difficult to imagine its original appearance. Nowhere on Earth will you find anything like it. We've also found that plant 42 has two main sources of acquiring its necessary nutrients. One source is through its roots. Somehow it has rooted itself down into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad and destroyed the aqua ring. Ever since, that's a place we'll be going to here. Ever since the basement has been like a pool. There is a high possibility that it's one of the chemicals in the water that's promoting the plant 42's rapid growth. However, we have yet to determine the specific chemical. A bulb-like body of the plant 42 has been sighted hanging from the ceiling of the first floor. We are sure that it used the air ducts to reach the first floor. Numerous long tentacle-like vines are protruding from the bulb. We believe the vines are the second means of acquiring its nutrients. When the plant 42 senses prey, it uses the tentacle-like vines to capture its prey. After doing so, suckers on the vine drain the prey of its blood. We've also noticed that it has some intelligence. When it captures its prey or when it's inactive, the vines twine around the door to stop possible intruders. Unfortunately, several of our scientists have already fallen victim to this Plant 42. When we heard the stories from the survivors, they all observed one thing in common. When the uniform petal-like flaps open and reveal its vital internals, it has a tendency to become more aggressive. One witness reported that it was as if it was trying to protect itself. Why it behaves the way it does is still unknown. Well, it's a living thing, dude. May 21st, 1998, Henry Sarton. And this here, they don't really tell you, but when the uniform petal-like flaps open and reveal its vital organs, that's when it's the most vulnerable. It also gets the most aggressive, but that's when you want to shoot it. Okay. What else we got here? There's nothing special. Well, there's drawers, but she won't open them. So you got a shelf you can push here. Of course, I just screwed it up here, but when you reset the room, it'll... which we'll look around here a little more. If there is anything to look around at. There's a bathroom. Okay. Sounds like roaches. Water drips from the sink. Perhaps the valve is broken. Perhaps. Did you hear that? A door just opened. Key. Will you take the residence key? Yes. Let's look at it. Residence key. There's nothing unusual, except it has 01 on the back, which is the key right outside the save room over there that was locked. Key for room 001. Okay. Water is leaking from the tank. Water is leaking everywhere. Yeah. At least there's no water to drain in this one. Okay, buddy. Oh, that was bullshit. That's okay. I'll take it. All I can do is take it, put my ass in caution. It's frustrating. I was facing too far away from him, even though I held auto aim, the right toggle on my gamepad. And Jill didn't turn. I should have ran farther away and repositioned, but she didn't auto lock on, so I couldn't shoot him. And he grabbed me from behind, of course, and I couldn't use one of my defense items, so I just got freaking mauled on there. So it's like, thanks for taking my key. Now I'm going to come in and chew your face off. So we're going to stop the video here, but I'm going to take a little run back here to save room. We don't have to go back in the bathroom again anyway, but of course I was hoping to avoid damage, but so the key is for this door. We can actually open it, I guess. And there's no use. Right. Get rid of it. Okay. So we'll use another one of our mixed ones. Back to normal. And we are going to stop the video here, guys. And when we get back to it, we'll explore more into the residency here. So I appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.